Just do you. Just do you. No need talk sorrow, babe. No, you got baggage, huh? We got enough to fill the century. Just do you. Just do you. Push back later, babe. Worries for later, huh? Just let this be for a word.
If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Miriam Nabunya. I am a culture producer, coach entrepreneur, and a service expert. I was born in Uganda, raised in Sweden, and I've been in Oslo for 18, maybe 19 years this year. Last year, I had the most sick days in my whole life, and I just knew I needed to make a change on my workflow, my priorities, and how I took care of myself. Because by the end of the day, Miriam loves Miriam. And also, I am very bad at staying consistent when I implement new habits. So you are my accountability partner. So welcome to my safe space in the internet. So this can be our safe space. So today I wanted to talk about something that has helped me manage my anxiety. 2017, I met the wall head first and experienced everything that comes with being burnout. Anxiety, depression, and so on, and also got a psychiatrist and learned more about what it all was about. Turns out I had had anxiety for, I think, tracking back 5-6 years or something like that. But something since then that has helped me be on the same team as myself is planning the unexpected. One of my favorite speakers, Dr. Darius Daniels, said that to be surprised or unprepared for the inevitable is being naive. So I zoomed in on everything that was inevitable and also things that I wanted to reach and put them into a planning template. So I wanted to share this with you, but it's going to be divided in 5 parts. So this is part 1, and then I'm going to be dividing them in different parts and different elements of what makes the whole planning habit brilliant. I love it because we all have objectives, we all have goals, we all have obligations. So by zooming in on all of them and preparing for the inevitable, we are setting ourselves up for success. And that's what I want. Because when I set myself up for success, I don't trigger my anxiety and I feel better, body, mind, and soul. So I wanted to share that with you. And girl, I know some of these things, you'll be like, girl, you're doing too much. Maybe I am, but it helps. And also I know that if you don't have routines of planning your week, planning ahead, maybe not on the same level as me, but if you don't have that, try it out, because trust me, it will make your life easier. I know so many women that plan like for their children, kindergarten runs, school runs, lunch boxes, activity, different clothes and gifts, going to birthday parties, whatever, plan for their kids to the T, but for themselves, they take it as it comes. You are more or less setting yourself up for disaster, and you don't want that. So I'm going to share mine, and I hope they can inspire you, and also to give you a little bit more understanding of how I can do all that I do, and also maybe how I get burned out. Because to be honest, I cook twice a month. And before I was doing 75 hard, I used to do laundry twice a month. It's not that I don't like to do my laundry or cook. The thing is just that I don't want to prioritize that midweek. And I love food. I'm an educated chef. I love food, and I'm also a vegan. And as I am doing 75 hard, I'm on a high protein, high fiber diet. So I can't just jump in whatever and be flexible while I'm hungry. So I have this plan and I want to share it with you. What I start with to be able to determine what's important for me to plan. Think about your objectives, your obligations, what is important for you. Because what is important for you is what you plan for. Like your children, you plan for their routines because they're important for you, and it's important for them to have good routines, and they're inevitables as well for them to be calm in whatever they do. They're already going to school, and also just to make the household work well together. So what are your objectives? I'm sharing mine, and those are the ones I'll be zooming in as well in each episode. So this episode, let's go through the objectives. my objectives is well-being. Like I said, I don't want to trigger my anxiety. I live with anxiety, and this is something I learned from my psychiatrist, that the majority of society lives with anxiety. We just have different tools, and we are programmed, or we were informed differently growing up about anxiety as well. So we're equipped differently. Now I'm equipped with different tools, and one of those tools is planning. I don't want to stress myself out. I want to cater for a good night's sleep and stuff like that. So my well-being is very important. And I came back on YouTube because last year I had the most sick days I've ever had in my whole life, and I knew there was something I wasn't doing right. And that doesn't really reflect me caring about myself. I know I always start out well. I have the blueprint. I have all of the tools that I need. Is the consistency part I need to work more on. We're doing this together, basically. We're doing this together. So my well-being is top priority, and I know that I'm the best Miriam. I'm the best employer. I am the best sister. I am the best friend when these areas are taken care of. So my well-being is very important. And within my well-being, I like to know what I'm gonna eat, because I can say I'm flexible on what I eat, but at the same time, I know so much about food. I know so much about produce. I know so much about the potential of what one can create with produce. So I don't want to just eat whatever. And also with my health goals, it's good to have a plan on what's in what, how many nutrients, exactly what I'm having. I'm on a high protein, high fiber diet. So food is one important thing. So meal prep, I'm going to do a video about that. Secondly is presentation. I don't know about you, but I like to look cute. I'm in my cute era. But with that, I need to plan that whatever I have on my schedule, whatever weather we have, I have those clothes that I want to wear on that specific day. An example, when I don't plan for that, I can just put something on, rush into something, and then knowing that, oh, I put on that jean shirt that day that I knew things are going to be hectic. Now I'm sweating. The sweat patches don't dry as fast as on a normal shirt, and I didn't think about it at all. It was just that was what was lying out. I don't want to have those kind of thinking processes in my head while I'm in already a hectic season or a hectic day. There is something called decision fatigue. If you don't plan, you can be a victim of decision fatigue, and this is how you eat whatever because it was the fastest you could get or what was the closest to hand, or you can make poor decisions because you're tired of making decisions. But by planning ahead, you set yourself up for success to make better decisions, to eat what you want to eat that is good for your palate but also for your body and your budget as well. But we'll go more into that in my meal prep video. So presentation, I've done already. Actually, I'm gonna put that video here. I did a video on a life hack, which was preparing my wardrobe for the upcoming week and how I broke down that. I went through some of the details I'm gonna have in this video in that video, but this time I'm going to go more further into it, and I will also show the apps that I use to gather the different data that I need to prepare for my wardrobe for the upcoming week. That's objective number 2. Objective number 3 is I want a healthy workflow. People talk about work-life balance. I don't believe in that, because when you work a lot, and especially when you're a business owner, you have created your own workplace, there's always something that gets sacrificed. So I don't believe in a work-life balance, but I believe in a healthy flow, meaning that although you're sacrificing things, the flow, even when it gets hectic, you don't fall off your good habits, you don't fall off your good routines. You just know how to maneuver within that instead of peaking every time things get hectic. So I have a goal on maintaining, because I know how to get to a healthy flow, but maintaining a healthy flow. I have an NGO, Edges and Drinks, which is to connect, equip, and celebrate Black and Brown women in the Nordics. I have a production company where I also have almost 100 employees, and these are people that I train and my team train, and we rent them out, production staff that we rent out to professional organizers. I have an obligation to serve those people just the way we serve our clients. My company has partnered up with a venue that we run, meaning we handle bookings, event management, and in-house productions. So those are my key income streams. and also areas of work that I've been blessed to work with. I value them and I need to take care of that as well. So I need to have a healthy workflow so that I can serve all of them week in and week out. And sometimes one needs more attention than the other, but to have a good overview of what's coming, because the more prepared I am, the more flexible that makes me as well. So I'll be talking about that, how I maneuver between my 3 companies and how I take care of myself, because remember, well-being was my top focus, and then these are the 5 different objectives that help me break down what well-being means for me and how I prepare for that. So that's number 3, objective number 3. Number 4 is exercise, being active, working out. It's good for my mind, it's good for my spirit, and it's good for my body. And like I've shared before, I've been ripped several times in my life. But the problem is yet consistency. Your girl is never consistent. This is why I want a healthy workflow, because I can start out like the first quarter, I'm there motivated, I'm getting toned more and more. Half of the second quarter, I'm enjoying the life of being toned. The second half of the second quarter, now it's starting to get hectic. Now I'm starting to skip workouts and so on and so on. Come December and I wonder how I got there. Every year, I know it's sad. I want to change that. That's not going to be my ministry my whole life. So this is workout and how I plan for that. Like, right now I'm doing a 75 hard challenge, which is quite demanding. That's why they call it hard. So with that, my planning for workouts and being active is more different now, because I am much more active. I'm working out as a professional athlete because I work out twice a day and I have 3 full-time jobs. I don't make it easy for myself, but I thank God for the opportunity. So, being better planned. Workout, I'm going to show also how I prepare for that as well, which apps I use and how I can get in 2 workouts and still be at work serving 3 entities, companies. My 5th objective is relationships, and this is professional and private as well, because if I don't plan having pockets in my schedule for loved ones, friends, and also networking, going on industry get-togethers, going on day seminars and stuff like that, if I don't plan for it, it's not going to happen. Because I can be stuck in writing an application for my NGO. I can be doing my books. I went from 24 employees to 100 within 3 months. I haven't gone through everybody's CVs the way I really want to, because not only do we train our staff and rent them out to professional organizers, but we've made it a mission to also help them get into the specific area they want to, or get them the network that they want to. So by knowing their background to the T, it's easier to be able to help them along. I want to make space for that. So relationships is so important, and I need to plan for it. So I'll be sharing how I plan for that as well. Those are my important objectives when I plan my weeks, when I plan the upcoming period that's coming, because I do a lot of things, but I'm not stressed. I don't trigger my anxiety. That's now when I do these things. But when it gets hectic and I fall out of this, I see the repercussions of this. I start to sleep less. My resting quality is not as good. I don't prioritize working out because I have so much to do at work, which I really dislike. This is why I wanted to bring you with me, because I hope my process can help you to make better decisions. And also, to be honest with you, I truly love what I do, but I am tired of feeling like work always wins. And I don't care as much as what external people say, but when I feel myself that I am prioritizing things that are important, but then there is other areas in my life that are also important, but I just can't seem to find time with it. And that's just bad planning and bad prioritizing. I know that for a fact. So I don't want to think that work always wins, because it's a privilege to do what I do. I am extremely grateful to do what I do. I just need to plan better. That's the introduction of how I prepare for an upcoming week. I'm gonna post once a week. I'll be posting these different videos of my objectives, and maybe they can lead you to finding your objectives, or we have the same objectives. So what was important for me, the key thing, the umbrella, is well-being. I work with what I love. I'm doing things that I used to dream about, opportunities that I never thought I would get. That's what I'm doing now, but I'm failing in taking care of myself to be able to actually thrive even more and create even more opportunities for my people I'm also eliminating, no, you know what, I'm leaving money on the table. Let's just say, call a spade a spade. I'm leaving money on the table because I can't get my shit together. That's how it is. And all of that goes under my well-being. If I'm going to leave money on the table, I want to be intentional about it. Not because I didn't spot it or flag it because I was too tired or I was too occupied with something that I'm behind on. So that's why I have these 5 objectives. And when all of them are intact, oh, my friend, girl, you can't tell me nothing. Or I'm thriving body, mind, and soul. And when you feel that well, like mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, you feel well, there is nothing that can stress you, literally. And if a hectic situation or season comes up, you can handle it in such an intentional manner, in such authoritative manner, and with good character. And that's me. That's what I associate myself with. So I need to get back there and I need to stay consistent with it. That's it, sis. That's it. So thank you for watching this introduction. Remember to drink your water, mind your business, and guard your peace. See you in the next one.